Welcome to Iraqi Dinar News, where you receive real and authentic updates about the Iraqi dinar. If you want to stay informed with moment-by-moment developments, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Today, we are taking a close look at the current state of the Iraqi dinar, the latest exchange rate trends, and what they mean for both short-term and long-term economic outlooks. As of March 3, 2026, the Iraqi dinar continues to trade with relative stability against the US dollar. The official data indicates the USD/IQD exchange rate is hovering around 1,314 dinars per dollar. This reflects a mild weakening of the dinar over the past year, about 0.4% compared to March 2025. But importantly, we are not seeing the kind of sharp swings that can unsettle financial markets. For many investors and followers of the IQD, this stability is a signal that the Central Bank of Iraq's policies are having a measurable effect in maintaining confidence in the currency. The Central Bank of Iraq, often referred to simply as the CBI, has consistently emphasized its commitment to exchange rate stability. Officials have publicly stated that there are no immediate plans to adjust the official exchange rate. This approach is not only aimed at preventing inflationary pressure, but also at sustaining market trust, both domestically and internationally. Stability in the exchange rate is a cornerstone of broader monetary policy, and in Iraq's case, it plays a critical role in ensuring that inflation remains controlled while supporting economic growth. It's important to note that there has been some speculative chatter in recent months about potential rate adjustments. However, CBI authorities have repeatedly clarified that such talk is largely speculative. Markets tend to react strongly to rumors about sudden currency moves, and even minor uncertainty can trigger volatility. By maintaining a clear and consistent stance, the CBI is signaling that it prioritizes predictability over reactionary moves, which in the longer term is generally beneficial for the dinar and for investor confidence. From a short-term perspective, the data suggests that the IQD is experiencing modest downward pressure compared to last year, but the overall trend remains stable. This stability is crucial for businesses, importers and exporters operating in Iraq, as it allows for better planning and reduces the risk of unexpected costs linked to foreign exchange fluctuations. For everyday consumers, it also means that the dinar retains its purchasing power relatively consistently, without sudden spikes in the cost of goods and services priced in US dollars. Looking at the broader economic implications, the CBI's stance on stability reflects a cautious but deliberate approach to managing Iraq's macroeconomic environment. By avoiding abrupt changes in the exchange rate, the central bank is signaling that it intends to shield the economy from potential shocks. In an environment where global commodity prices, geopolitical developments, and domestic economic reforms can influence currency value, a stable dinar helps maintain a predictable economic climate. For long-term considerations, maintaining exchange rate stability can also support Iraq's broader goals for investment and development. A predictable currency reduces risk for foreign investors, making Iraq a more attractive destination for projects in sectors such as energy, infrastructure, and manufacturing. Similarly, it helps local businesses plan expansions and capital projects without the constant concern that a sudden currency adjustment will dramatically alter costs. Stability, in this sense, is a prerequisite for sustainable growth. It's worth noting that while the IQD's slight depreciation over the past year may draw some attention, a 0.4% decline is not inherently alarming in macroeconomic terms. Currency values fluctuate continuously due to multiple factors including trade balances, inflation expectations, and foreign investment flows. In the case of Iraq, the small decline is consistent with normal market adjustments rather than any structural weakness. In addition, the CBI's approach to communication and policy transparency has been instrumental in maintaining market confidence. When central banks are clear and consistent in their statements, markets are less likely to overreact to rumors or speculation. This principle applies not only to the dinar, but to currencies worldwide. In the context of Iraq, this steady communication reinforces the perception that the CBI is a reliable institution focused on measured, evidence-based decision-making rather than reactive measures. It's also important for followers of the Iraqi dinar to understand the interaction between the official exchange rate and informal market activity. While the official USD IQD rate remains at approximately 1314, local market conditions may experience minor variations. However, the central bank's commitment to stability acts as a reference point that anchors expectations and helps prevent large-scale volatility. For traders, investors, and businesses, this means planning can continue with a high degree of confidence in the official rate as a benchmark. Looking ahead, the short-term outlook for the dinar appears cautiously stable. Barring any unforeseen shocks in regional geopolitics or global economic disruptions, the CBI is likely to continue its policy of maintaining the official exchange rate. Investors and followers should, however, remain mindful of external factors that could influence the dinar indirectly, such as changes in oil prices, global interest rate trends, and regional security developments. These variables can create pressure on emerging market currencies, but a strong central bank response often mitigates the impact. From a longer-term perspective, Iraq's economic fundamentals and the central bank's policies will continue to shape the dinar's performance. Stability in the exchange rate, combined with prudent fiscal and monetary management, can encourage domestic investment, attract foreign capital, and foster confidence in Iraq's broader financial system. The key takeaway for dinar followers is that incremental changes in the currency, when measured and predictable, are a sign of an economy and central bank navigating a complex environment with care and prudence. For those following the Iraqi dinar, it is important to maintain a realistic perspective. While short-term fluctuations are natural, the current data reflects a currency that is fundamentally stable and supported by sound monetary policy. Any decision making regarding the dinar should be informed by credible data, official statements from the CBI, and an understanding of Iraq's economic landscape, rather than speculative commentary. In conclusion, the Iraqi dinar's current trading environment demonstrates a careful balance between minor market movements and overall stability. With the USD IQD exchange rate around 1,314 dinars per dollar and the central bank committed to preserving this rate, both short-term traders and long-term followers have clear reference points for planning. This environment reflects disciplined monetary policy, transparent communication from the CBI, and a focus on sustainable economic growth. Remember, maintaining a realistic and informed outlook is critical when following the dinar. While small fluctuations are part of normal market activity, the broader trend indicates stability and measured policy action. This is valuable both for the economy at large and for individual investors who seek to understand the dynamics of the Iraqi currency. Thank you for watching this detailed analysis of the Iraqi dinar. For responsible and factual updates on the IQD, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Always remember, this content is for informational purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. Understanding the Iraqi dinar requires patience, awareness, and reliance on credible sources, and staying informed is the best way to navigate the complexities of this evolving currency.